My name is Kathryn and I'm from Resumes for Results, and welcome if this is the first time that you have joined me on our live videos. Tonight I'm going to talk about the 3 P's for job interview success, those being preparation, presentation and practice. Before I get there though, I would like to briefly talk about what the employer might be looking for. Do you know? So if you were offered an interview right now, would you know what that employer was looking for? Or would you just walk in there without any pre-preparation, just hoping that things will go okay? Well, my recommendation is that you do prepare. You check out your presentation and you practice. 3 very key components to job interview success. So getting back to what employers are looking for, in the interview, it might surprise you to know that only 15% of your skills and requirements and the way you look on paper in your resume goes towards the hiring decision. That means the other 85% are based on something other than your ability to walk into that job on day one and do it to every requirement that's been asked. So if you to think about that for a moment, you may realise that in the interview, 85% of the decision being made is based on whether the interviewer likes you or not, how you make them feel, whether they feel that you'll be a good fit for their organisation, whether they think that you'll fit in with their staff and their customer base, and believes that you have the ability to do the job, but probably more important, you have the right attitude and the ability to learn how to do the job. Okay, now for my 3 P, or the 3 Ps, they're not just mine, other people have spoken about these as well. So the 3 Ps of interview preparation. Well, the first one is preparation. So when you walk into an interview without doing any preparation, it's rare that you'll actually succeed. So here, 5 things quickly I want to run through because we don't have a lot of time, but the 5 things you can do right now to prepare for your interview is: number 1, research the company. Get to know who they are. Identify who will be interviewing you and research them. To find them on LinkedIn. Go over the role description and make sure you know it inside out. Prepare answers for common interview questions. Show that what you know about the company when answering their questions, and match your career, your achievements to what the company is looking for. Now there's a lot more in all that, but that's a whole nother topic all by itself. So that's preparation. The next one is presentation. Now, many of you would have heard out there, if you're listening to any career consultant provider, resume writer provider like we are at Resumes for Results, you would have heard us say that you don't have very long to catch the employer's attention with your resume, maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds at the most. Well, it's the same for the interview. When you go into an interview, the first 10 seconds, subconsciously in the interviewer's mind, they're already making up their mind about you. Your attitude will come across. The way you are dressed, the way you present yourself, the confidence you have, all that will, in their mind subconsciously, be worked out in those first 10 seconds. So be aware of how you actually look, stand, and behave when you first enter the room. Be aware of your attitude. Now, attitude is something we all have an attitude, but sometimes attitudes can go against us. So work out the type of attitude the employer or that role requires. That's one thing. Or simply put, be humble about yourself. Be willing to ask questions. Say that you don't know if you don't know. Ask for clarification. Don't pretend that you know everything about the role and that you're going to be their hero. Listen, be teachable, all those sorts of things. Body language, eye contact, the way you put your hand out and shake their hand. Be confident. When you're responding to questions, be clear and concise. Don't go off track. Stay focused. So that's the second P, presentation. Now the third P is practice. Now it makes sense that you would practice, wouldn't it? But so many times we forget this. We don't know what we actually look like from the interviewer's point of view. So rehearse with a friend and ask for feedback, honest feedback. Practice in front of a mirror, which is not easy to do. So here's an alternative. Video yourself, get on your phone, use your camera app, and video yourself answering questions. All right, so you have to pretend they ask and then you answer. And then when you look back at that, you might notice mannerisms. You might be doing this all the time, or, you know, scratching your nose or fiddling with something around your neck, a necklace or a tie. And you'll become aware of those things and you can practice so that you stop doing them. So they're the 3 Ps: preparation, presentation, and practice. I'm going to write a blog article on those 3 Ps, giving you a lot more information about them. So stay tuned. I'll actually post that on Facebook when it's written, and you can get a more thorough understanding of what these 3 Ps are about. Before I go, just one bonus tip here for you. Once you've gotten to the interview, you've done your 3 Ps and you're quite confident and you think, yes, that interview went really well, or even if you felt, no, there was something that I could have done better, follow up. Send a thank you within 24 hours to the interviewer or interviewers, plural, and thank them and ask for feedback, okay? And include in that email, when you email them a thank you, how interested you are in the role, and just emphasize again how much you would like to have an opportunity to come on board. Thank you, everybody. There are the 3 Ps: preparation, presentation, practice. As I said, stay tuned for the blog article. It will be coming. I hope you learned something new, or it just consolidated information you already knew, and that it will spur you on to success in your next job interview.